Hi guys, welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning, welcome back. For those of you who are new, welcome to the channel. So this is going to be a reading for Capricorn for the month of December, oh my God, for the month of November. Don't even know, goodness. So this will be for your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus cross watchers. If that is your thing, welcome to the channel as well. Take what resonates. Remember, roles can be reversed sometimes. So if that's how you view things, you're always going to know, right? So, all right, let's go ahead and jump into this with coffee in hand, of course, right? Okay, so solar eclipse this morning. I don't know if you guys got a chance to watch it or not. I was sleeping. I was being lazy and did not get up. I should have gotten up, but I didn't. So yeah, let's see what's going on for you guys. Capricorn, it's been a hot minute. I tried to record your video last week and it was one thing after another, and it was a pretty heavy message for what I did get through. So I'm curious to see if that type of energy pops back up for you guys or not at this time. Let's see. So let's get a couple of the Sacred Geometry deck. I just love this deck. So we'll pull a card from it, a card from the Knight of the House, or the Wisdom of the House of Night Oracle, and then we'll get you some other cards and see what's happening. Guys, I am available for personal readings on a limited basis, and that information can be found in the About section of the page as well as the description box below too. So Capricorn. And Spirit's saying triangulation, so let's see how this fits into what's coming up. For Capricorn, please. Funny. Romantic love. That card came out in the Daily Collective today. So let's see what's shaking out here for you guys. All the cards, 50 plus cards in that deck, I think it is, and the same cards come out. What are the odds? You watch me shuffle those suckers. So success is at hand. Good stuff with beauty on the bottom. What interesting. 39 and 39 both breaking down to threes. There's that triangulation energy, right? Kind of seeing it as like a pyramid type of point. Let's dive into the reading. I'm going to see how this fits in. This is interesting. 39 and 39. 39 is obviously a significant number to your reading for some reason. Spirit's talking about 39 weeks into the year, so I'm not even sure what point that takes us into. So there may have been a significant change around that point in time. You may have to go back to a calendar because I can't do it on here right now, and go back out from the beginning of the year and count 39 weeks into the year. Giving you guys homework, you're welcome. But they're talking about that point, but then this situation of a third party dynamic, whether it's a situation, a person, we'll see what pops up. Interesting, and I'm going to say this, when I started to record Capricorn's reading the last time, it popped out as a lot of child-mother dynamic. It was very interesting, but there seemed to be some confusion surrounding certain scenarios. It was a little odd. I've had a few readings lately that have come out in some strange kind of ways. So I think we're actually going to use this deck. Let me grab it. I decided to go with something different as I'm sitting here thinking about it. So let's see. Let's see what's going on. All right. Okay, so for you, oh, wait a second, we got two cards. Put these guys back in here. Too many. All right, Spirit for Capricorn, please. For Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know? All right, for you, the Two of Air. You're struggling with some decision-making processes. If you're dealing with third-party stuff, there may be a lot of external energies surrounding this situation. If this is a romantic tug of war, I don't know why love is coming in so heavy today. If this is like a romantic tug of war, make sure, you know, you're not coming in with the focus, Five of Air, and what you need to know, the Ace of Fire, or the Ace of Wands there. I want to say make sure that this isn't a matter of competition. And I'm looking at these cards now. The focus is the competition, right? Like, what is it that you're entangling with, who you're dealing with at this time, the obstacle surrounding you at this point. The obstacle surrounding you. I don't know, Capricorn. I don't know. Cards after I've had this deck of cards I've had, it's the Angel Tarot cards. I've had them for 20 years and they are still so stiff after all these years. So apparently a well-made deck, right? The obstacle, Knight of Earth, you know, staying grounded, making movement, strength, the Queen of Earth. You know, you've got your shit together to a point. The outcome here, Spirit, the outcome. I feel like you're stalling, though. You're stalling. It's like that Knight of Earth to that Queen of Earth or the Queen of Pentacles. It's what you're capable of doing and you're not doing it. Is kind of how that comes across to me. So let's take a look here. And then the outcome, the Hermit with Page of Water or Page of Cups underneath. So let's dive in here and see what is happening. So I'm going to go ahead and clarify right off the bat. Excuse me. Okay. So for you, Capricorn, Two of Air, Two of Swords, stuck, feeling entrapped in your thoughts, entrapped in your mind, refusing it maybe to see another way. You've got the Hangman and the Tower underneath there. There you are. The Tower to me is Scorpio and Capricorn. If you're finding yourself in a space that you're feeling happy and content with romantic situation, but there is a third party influence to the situation, you know that this cannot go on. This cannot sustain itself for a prolonged period of time. You've got the Nine of Wands and the Four of Wands. Trying to get to that space of happiness for you, what's worth celebrating, what's worth acknowledging, what's worth feeling right. Spirit is showing me like kind of like a, I'm going to call it like a Jagger bush kind of thing. Like whatever pain that's surrounding this situation, this conflictual energy, and you've got the Wheel of Fortune, something is trying to shift. I feel like for some of you, it's like every time something happens or something is said or something is being done in regards to love, it hurts a little more. It's like you're walking around in a body that has been like, if you've gone through the brush, you've got nicks and cuts and scrapes and whatever from all the thorns and the daggers and all of that kind of stuff. And it's like, instead of making a decision to get out of it, you're sitting in this energy. Very, very unhealthy energy because something is trying to shift and change for you. Like everything feels very rigid. Everything feels very, I'm going to call it pokey, which is probably not the best word to use. But it's like you're getting poked left, right, and sideways throughout the situation. You have one goal in mind, and that is to survive this entanglement. It is to come out ahead. But I don't feel like you're in this space of understanding a very important matter at hand, that when we're in a space of love and we're constantly getting poked or jabbed or hurt or, you know, being disappointed or let down, and I'm surprised I haven't seen the Three of Swords yet with this, you know, how do you come out on top in that if you're continuing to stay in it? The best thing to do would be to let go and walk away. You know, as we have the solar eclipse, you know, this is clearing our path. This is a time for pause and reflection. It's coming in to take out the things that are no longer serving us, you know, or to give us that emotional reset that we're dealing with. You know, when those three combine, the earth, the sun, and the moon, and we have that eclipse, that's an emotional clearing. There's a need to have that emotional clearing for you right now, because emotionally, even though I have one cup on the table, there isn't love here. This is about the ego. You're allowing yourself to create pain for you that you don't need. So this Five of Swords as your focus, this competition, strength. You're exhausting. There's that Three of Swords, what I tell you. Strength in the Three of Swords. This hurts more than it's worth hanging on to at this point. It's self-defeating tendencies. It's self-sabotage. You know, what are you learning is really what I want to ask you. Like, if you're constantly at battle with somebody, hold on, and the Hierophant actually came out behind that too. I didn't even see that till just now. And there's that higher learning, that higher knowledge, that higher understanding. If someone has promised you that they're getting a divorce or whatever, you're waiting on them, but it keeps getting put off, and I don't know why it's coming through this way to me, but it is, and I don't really remember. After I do readings, I really don't remember what all comes out. It's not mine to know, it's for you, right? But I want to say that this, I think, may have come up in the daily this morning, perhaps. But either way, this is asking you to pay attention. You know, you're fighting fire with fire, and it's creating more fire. It's like pouring gasoline on something. And the focus to this is like, you know damn well that it hurts. You know that it's a difficult situation. You know that you're constantly getting poked, jabbed, stabbed, beat up. But yet there you are with like all of your heart and emotion on the table going, well, here I am for you. Why? This isn't balance. This isn't reciprocity. This isn't anything good. It's like being struck with lightning over and over and over again. Why are we doing this at this point? It doesn't make any sense. What you need to know is that you need to make some movement. There's other opportunities outside of where you're sitting at right now. And there's a need to change what is happening. For some of you, whether it's friends, family, romantic partnerships, there's another group, and I'm going to call it a group of people with this Three of Cups that are out there waiting to celebrate. Someone's going to celebrate who you are. Two of Swords. But there you are, that Two of Swords energy again. You're not willing to make that change. That change is only going to be there, and there's the World again trying to close this air energy out. That can only take place when you take inspired action. That Ace of Wands is giving you the opportunity, giving you the beginning of new action, but you're not taking the action towards this. You're continuing to entangle yourself with this third-party situation. You're going to get burned at the end of the day. There's a lot of reds, a lot of orange. It feels hot to me. Emotionally cold, externally hot, like you're getting burnt with the situation. And you know this, that there's with all my love, right? Capricorn, all of my love. It's stupidity at this point. When you continue to play with the same energies and you get the same results, it's insanity, it's stupidity, it's all of those things. Because the universe is giving you a clear path to start something new. The newness of what can come in is right there for you, but it's like the olive branch is being extended to you, but you're not seeing it that way. You're just very much focused on where you are right now with the people or situations that you've entangled yourself in. They're not giving anything back to you, and it's creating a lot of pain, a lot of heartbreak. And Spirit is also saying that there's somebody almost, I don't know where this is a side message, eavesdropping. So be careful of the conversations that you're having. It's like, you know, your words can and will be used against you kind of thing. So be careful about what you're saying, who you're saying it to. You've got 5-5 here. There's a need for this change to take place, and I'm going to tell you that it's going to be for your betterment in the long run. But you've got to be willing to make that move. And I don't feel like it's just like you're just refusing to see the situation for what it is. You can call it hopeless romantic, hopelessly devoted to whatever it is around you, whether it's love or not. But there's just this idea of the ego going that if there's a third party situation for some of you, this is very much, well, I'm going to beat out the competition and I'm going to come out on top. If you're in a third party situation to begin with, A, you're allowing it to happen. B, the person that you're with is allowing this to happen. And if you think that it won't happen again, you're wrong. So be mindful of that. Be very mindful of that. So as far as the obstacle, you've got the Knight of Pentacles, healing, wish fulfillment. I feel like you don't think that you're deserving. I feel like you don't feel that you're deserving of something balanced. And I'm going to take this back to childhood wounds, actually. We learn these situations from matters in our own lives from years before, and you're being asked to take a time. You're taking, take the time for you right now. Nothing is going to move forward quickly because you're refusing to allow the universe to step in and do its job for you. It's trying to assist you. It's trying to move you forward. And it's like, that this happiness, the situation that you're in is not providing you the wish fulfillment or the space to be yourself. And Spirit is also coming in, and thank you, Spirit, saying that it's like when you're in that situation, you can't even just be the fun-loving you. Serious or not, like, you cannot be the fun-loving you. You cannot be in a space that allows you to give, because you're so caught up in the competition of a situation that it stops you from just being an authentic, true you at the end of the day. So the Strength here is the Queen of Pentacles, the Daughter of Swords, and the Two of Cups. And the Nine of Pentacles. To me, this is codependency. It's a toxic situation. There's a lot of aggressive behavior towards a situation with a person. For as much as you're blinded and choosing not to see things for what they are, deep internally, there is a knowing. There is a knowing of this love, this coming together, but it can be the right person in spirit is saying the wrong time. Now is not the time for this. It's time to take a step back, readdress what it is that you're giving up of yourself in order to be in this situation. Because I feel like, again, you can't be you. You may be putting on a falsified persona of who you are to find that love and acceptance in a place that you're at right now. And again, stepping into this matter of competition, letting the ego take control and take you for a ride, right? So let's clarify. I should have clarified this earlier, but all in due time. The Page of Cups, Son of Pentacles, the Father of Swords. To me, you're dealing with a very masculine energy there in the Seven of Swords. Whoever this person is that you're dealing with, a third party, I'm gonna go back to third party situation here. I don't know if someone's come in and offered some type of promises, or to me it's kind of like sweet talking to a person that you're dealing with, or whatever the situation might be. And it's just really become a battle of the wills between you and somebody else trying to vie for someone's love and affection. The feeling that I get attached to this person isn't fully invested in either party at the end of the day. I hate doing love readings. I really do. Like, it's always a bunch of fuckery. It's always some kind of drama and bullshit. But it's like this test of wills, and one person blocking the other one from coming in, and it's really just a lot of chaos surrounding the whole situation. And it's like, you might be able to outsmart them in some ways, but they're coming in with a different tune, a different attitude than you. And then it's like it's almost like you're becoming a chameleon and changing up who you are. Like, you know better than this, right? You're fully aware that this is not who you want to be, how you want to be. This is not allowing you to express your love in the way that you do. But it's like you're blinded, totally blinded by the fact of how someone appears to you, or the idea of what it could be, rather than actually understanding the situation again for what it truly is at hand. So it does, like, the lies, the deceit, the deception, it needs to come to an end, and you know this. You're fully aware of this. So let's clarify the Hermit here. The Four of Pentacles, you keep hanging on. Father of Cups, promises of love, promises of so much. It's like you shut down and then you come back around. It's like this constant cycle of go in, get jagged by those bushes, take a reprieve, and go back into it. Like, nothing, this is a continuous cycle that is like, it won't change. What has to change in the situation is you. You have to make a decision that this is not what you're deserving of. This is not, doesn't fulfill your worth whatsoever. But yet you're hanging on to this idea that maybe if I go back and I come back in a different way, it doesn't matter how many times you come back in a different way. Where the people are that you're dealing with, where they are at, has everything to do with what is going on around you at this time. So it's like, you can change, you can come in, you can make a new face of who you are, you can step outside of who you naturally are in interaction as well. But at the end of the day, you're robbing yourself of the opportunity to truly be who you are. And then if those people aren't willing to make their own changes in their life, you can't force that. You can't change that. Doesn't matter how much you hold on, doesn't matter how much you try to pull it together. You need to step away from that energy. you know, because you've got that Magician there. Like, your energy is deserved elsewhere, not in the situation that you're currently in at all. One more card. The Seven of Wands, but you defend it. You're defending it. It's like one more, you're beating your head against a brick wall, right? It's like getting up, running into that wall, falling down, getting up and doing it again, damned and determined to knock the walls down around whatever the situation is. You can't, you're not going to be successful. And I hate to say that. But the person that you're dealing with is just not, they're just not ready. They're not in that space of readiness. You got Taurus, Leo here on the board, seen some Virgo, seen some Gemini. Guys, this situation is not becoming, just plain and simple, it is not becoming of you. And you're selling yourself short by staying in a situation like this. Okay. And I feel like, I know you've done this over and over again. This may be a repetitive pattern where you hang on to something for too long. There's a need to change that energy. You're trying to stay steadfast in everything that you do, but it's just not serving of you at this point at all. Let's get you guys some advice. My hands are... There we go. I need to get a higher chair to sit here for Capricorn spirit. Just stop hanging on. Stop hanging on. Tantra of 639 Hertz. Where's my book? Where's my book? I do believe that before I even open this book, you're hanging on. You're hanging on to a passion. You're hanging on to somebody. It may feel good. It may feel comfortable in the moment, but at the end of the day, like, that person you're dealing with is finding fulfillment outside of themselves. For you, you're hanging on to them. It's almost like you're trying to save this person, trying to save them from themselves because there's so much love there. If they're self-destructing, you cannot change where they are at all. You've got to let them go and do their thing. And as hard as that might be for you, you can have love. And again, right person, wrong time kind of energy attached to this. They're fulfilling themselves through other means. For you, you're hanging on. You're hanging on intensely to the idea of this love, or what it is that you can give them, that you can be more stable, you can provide for them, you can do all of these things. That is not enough in love. For a relationship to work, that is not enough. And I don't care if this is your kid. I don't care if this is your romantic person. I don't care what the scenario is. If you are constantly giving and you are getting nothing but bullshit in return, it is time to walk away. Use this eclipse energy for your higher good. It can be really good or really bad. You get to decide what you're going to do with that, right? Always. We always have those decisions to make. All right. So 18, Tantra of 639 Hertz. Be open to that which seems unfamiliar or different. You will experience a breakthrough as you embrace an unusual approach. You are on a soul path of accelerated spiritual growth, which is swifter but not always easier. You do not have to contrive your own happiness, but you can dip into the bliss within your body to lighten your mental state and remind yourself that everything is working out beautifully. Tantra is the conscious, creative intermingling of the sacred masculine and sacred feminine energies that dwell within every human heart. When one chooses to honor the interplay of these sacred energies, we become able to engage with the mysteries of our life and respond creatively. Tantra is the refusal to turn away from your life experiences, even the painful ones, because you recognize that with wisdom, spiritual growth can emerge from all things. Tantra is the willingness of your heart to thoroughly embrace that which might be difficult or different to what we expect, and through such open-minded, open-hearted engagement, discover a capacity to love and become wise. Tantra is the sacred relationship of the spirit and the body, which creates the soul with all its precious gifts, healing, creativity, love, and higher consciousness. The frequency of 639 Hertz evokes unity. It moves beneath conflict and grounds us in simplicity, connection, and love. When Tantra of 639 comes up in a reading, soul connections, whether twin flames, soulmates, spirit guides, or soul tribes, are especially significant to our spiritual growth. This frequency enhances the capacity for conscious and healing interaction between those who we've been at odds with. It is a loving cosmic bliss bomb which breaks the toxic grip of ego and facilitates soulful connection and karmic healing. If you have been working through relationship issues, this oracle brings good news for healing and resolution. This frequency also clears and strengthens the energy flow through the inner systems of the body, promoting cellular renewal. The heart healing brought about by this frequency heightens our spiritual awareness so we can navigate in both our relationships and our environments with more discernment and skill. When we cannot control our environments, we can work to become masterful of our own energy. This oracle brings reassurance. This frequency reestablishes our connections to the spiritual realm of love, light, sacred healing beauty. It is the sublime frequency of ecstatic serenity. These beautiful energies can enter our field and create a movable spiritual feast which will nourish, support, protect, and shelter us no matter the environment we may be moving through. The Oracle of Tantra 639 asks you to allow connection. Do not zone out and turn away from what is happening, even when it is painful. Be gentle with yourself, but be persistent on your path. If you cannot proceed along a certain course, find another way, but do not abandon your dreams. Be receptive, yet also determined and dynamic. If you have been worrying about a situation, this oracle advises you are working your way through it. Whatever support you need shall be provided, and you are further along than you realize. The highest divine outcome is already being woven through your soul and into your experience. Things may not go as planned, but they are still going to work out. And I just want to say, you know, there was the meme that it's like, listen, Linda, I've shuffled him 3 times. He's not coming back, right? I think I have to sneeze. Hold on. Excuse me. Confirmation right there. It's one of those things where I think it's very important to understand when they say that it doesn't go it may not go as planned. What you're thinking of, how you think this should happen, this egotistical aspect that sits in there, don't hang on to that particular situation working out, because I'm getting a great reaffirming energy from Spirit that is not what this is. It is pushing you to move into the next phase of your life right now. You have the ability to be successful when it comes to love, but it's time to move on from this situation because it is depleting the soul. So it's time to make that move, step into something new for you that is going to be reciprocated back to you. That's the thing. What I see here is a beautiful heart space that's trying to give love, but it's like you're giving it to the wrong places. So use your discernment, right? It's time to discern what is worthy of your time, energy, love, and attention. I don't think this situation is. So guys, if you found this video resonates for you, please hit that like button. If you've not hit the subscribe button yet, do so. You're going to get notifications each time videos get posted as well. I'm available for personal readings on a limited basis, as I said earlier. You can find that information below or in the about section of the page. I hope you guys have a wonderful November. I look forward to getting more videos out for you. And all right, Capricorn, you know what you need to do. So get it done. Take care, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.